in my culture. Anyway, about my culture, okay. Let's go back to me being a Muslim, because you know, look at beard, the thobe. You know, I'm Muslim. My name's Khan. Yeah. No, don't copy Amir Khan because he's a disgusting person. But that's another story. Anyway, yeah. So let's go back to my religion. When I was growing up as a young boy, my religion was shoved down my throat. It was forced on me, and I hated it because all I was taught in the madrasas at the time. Don't forget, these guys were teaching me from back in a village in the middle of nowhere, and what they were teaching me was just, if you do this, you're going to go to hell. If you do this, you're going to get punished. If you do this, you're going to get this. It was like, you know, what the hell? I'm going to go to hell. That's what I kept thinking, you know, because that's what they didn't preach the beauty about it, or the love of, you know, the religion, or how we should all be, you know, united and, you know, about mankind and being, you know, kind to one another. You were just taught about hellfire, hellfire, hellfire. So by the time I got to my teenage years, I rejected my religion. I thought, stuff that, I'm going to go to hell anyway. So I thought, stuff it. So I rejected it. So that was in my mid-teens. So back at school now. So I got a lot of grief. Okay, I thought I'd just slip that one in there. I'm not very good at this life stuff, so I'm going all over the place. So excuse me. But once I get used to this, because I'm going to do this every week or every 2 weeks. Once I get used to this, then you'll, you know, I'll probably get used to it and I'll be okay. The only thing is, right, as Ruxana says on here, they didn't help us understand it. They just said, believe it. So it was like force-fed and you had to believe it. Yeah, they didn't teach us the beauty of it. My kids now, alhamdulillah, they get taught the beauty of it, and they get taught to become part of, you know, part of society, you know, understanding mankind, coming together on commonality. That's the main thing. All different religions, we can all come together on commonality, not on differences. Forget differences, because it doesn't work anymore. That just causes animosity, it causes hatred. We need to come together on common ground. You know, things like do not murder, do not steal, do not, you know, rape, do not do all these sort of things, and, you know, be kind to one another, look after your neighbours, look after your elderly, you know, things like this. But obviously also, like Ruxana says on here, because I can't see my messages, I've got loads on this one. Oh, flipping it. I'm torn between, like I say, 3 cameras. The other one's gone off now, so 3 cameras I'm torn between. Now on this one I can see my shiny head, but it's not. Oh, no. Okay, anyway, humanity first. Look after each other. Love one another. Anyway, that's another story. Okay, so at school, my dad saw that I was getting bullied. He saw my brother was getting bullied. Thought, look, equal. My dad's a very sort of proud Pathan warrior type guy. You know what I mean? You know, he's very tall, 6'3", 6'4". You look like the guy from Tarzan. Remember the old Tarzans back in the day? Ron Ely. He played Tarzan. He was a very handsome guy. My dad was very handsome, not like me, but he was really, really handsome. You know, they're stunning eyes and very good features and very tall and very sort of strong looking. He goes, right, you two are going to go karate. So I thought, oh God, karate. So the karate gym was as a dojo. It was in the middle of town at secular halls, and okay, I'm getting the message from it, but I can't read them now because I'm getting distracted. So I'm not looking at the messages because I'm going to get distracted. Anyway, so we went to this karate club. I remember going down these steps into the dungeon. It was like a dungeon, and it stank. Oh man, did it stink? It was, you know, BO. Smelly socks, damp, just all rolled into one. You can imagine the smell. Ooh, it will knock you out. So we went in there, and I was very, very apprehensive because I thought, I'm going to get battered. I'm going to get beat up. So anyway, me and my brother went down there, and it was great. The instructors were fantastic. It was brilliant. You know, the instructors were absolutely brilliant. And Louise Samuels, we were 80s and 90s school kids, and peaceful bullying was taken out of a lot of different people. If you had ginger hair, but not as much as if you was a different colour. Because don't forget, the gingerhead lads used to stick with the English lads. You know, they was all together. Gingerhead lads used to get it, fat lads used to get it. I shouldn't use that word fat, but that's what they used to get it. If you look different, you used to get it. But don't forget, me and my brother were virtually the only Asians in the whole school, so we used to get it all the time. And don't forget, racism was rife then. I mean, kids bully each other now because of the way what trainers they wear and what clothes they wear. So it was never going to change, and I hate bullies. There's one thing I hate bullies. I've never been a bully. And I hope my kids never become bullies, because that's one thing I will not tolerate. Anyway, I'm going off a different tangent again. You guys distract me, man. Flipping, how am I supposed to carry on my story? It's Riaz bullied me. Yeah, right. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so he took us to karate club. So we started doing karate. It was just very sort of just karate, Shotokan karate. You had to do katas, you had to kick bags and things like this. So doing karate, it gave me discipline, it gave my brother discipline as well. So after, say, 6 months of doing it 3 times a week, right, I started getting confident with myself. I thought, you know what, I don't have to take any crap anymore. I don't have to take any rubbish anymore from anyone. So all I do is at school do some Bruce Lee noise and flash a few kicks. So people sort of thought, oh, hold on a minute, you know something here. What's going on here? So the bullying and teasing sort of slowed down a little bit. It was still there, but from the harder lads, but from the normal lads, it's quite slowed down because I just flashed a few kicks. I remember doing a kata in front of a couple of lads. They were quite strong lads as well. Go show me what you do. And so I did a kata. That sort of stuff. And they went, oh, yeah, that's really good. You know what I mean? Really, really good. So the word got round that me and my brother were doing karate, that we were karate experts. We weren't. We were just flipping, I don't know what belt it was, but white belt at the time or yellow belt or something. And I'm waffling and it's, God, I've got another flipping 38 minutes left. How long am I going to do this for? Okay. Bullying is an international course. I'm talking about my life experience, mate. I'm not talking about me, okay? I'm just talking about what happened to me, okay? Sean Robinson. You're not Tommy Robinson in disguise, are you? Anyway, but I'm just talking about my life experiences, okay? So, yeah, it was... Bullying is rife, like I said to you before, you know what I mean? Sean Robinson, or aka Tommy Robinson, I don't know who you are. Anyway, so... so it was rife. Anyway, so I started doing karate, the bullying sort of superseded, sort of slowed down a bit. So, at school, okay. Now, when I was at Russian I actually studied hard, you know what I mean? I actually studied hard and I did really, really well. But when I went to Roundel and Reek Valley, because it was like a linking school, Roundel to Reek Valley was like a linking school. Last 2 years I stayed at Reek Valley, which was like a pyramid. Yeah, very Freemasonic, I must say. It didn't have a thingy on top like a one eye, but it was a pyramid school, not like a prison. And so basically I'm trying to read these comments here and I'm getting some messages from Kuwait and from somewhere else. Wow. Anyway, it was like a pyramid shaped school, like a prison. But if you look at it now, probably those conspiracy theorists probably say, oh, Illuminati or something, but they have one eye on top of it. Anyway, so my studies at school went downhill because the teachers, they gave me this test to do. It was like a multiple choice thing where you circle or tick the boxes. So I was going through this sort of questionnaire would tell you what you'd be in the future. So if you got high points, you look like you'd be either a doctor or a surgeon or a lawyer or a pilot or whatever. If you get low marks, you'd be like a factory worker or something like that. Okay, sort of like a menial job like in KFC or McDonald's. No offense to those people that do that. It's a great job you're doing because I love the food. Fantastic job. But you'd be like sort of, lower down in the ranks. But that's capitalism for you. Anyway, I don't want to go into that debate. So basically, so I did this test. So I'm trying to read these messages. It's flipping mad, I swear. This is mad. I can't get messages from me again. Message on this one as well. But I'm not getting a message on that one, which is good. Because that's just something else. Yeah, anyway. So basically, I did this test. Okay, this test said that I would be a manual worker in a factory. So as a 14-year-old boy reading that, I thought, you what? So you're telling me I'm doing all this education, right, and then you tell me that I'm going to end up in a factory? I thought, forget this, I ain't doing this anymore. What's the point of studying? My dad wanted me to be a doctor, okay? He wanted me to be a doctor, and I thought, hold on a minute, he wants me to be a doctor? I ain't even got the brains to be a doctor. According to this test, I'm going to be working in a factory all my life. So, obviously, my studies went downhill. I couldn't be asked. I couldn't be bothered. I thought, you know what, forget this. This is a goose chase. I'm never going to do this again. I'm not never going to. I'm not going to bother with my studies. So instead, I was just daydreaming. In class, I'd draw Marvel comic heroes because I used to collect comics in those days. And my favourite was Spider-Man at the time, at Nova. I used to draw pictures of the Hulk and stuff, and I used to dream that I'd, be as strong as a Hulk and as mean as I would be brave and not be scared of anyone, because the kids at school were, like I said, there were skinheads, there were mods, there were grebos, rockers. So it kind of, like Roxanne said, it really did demotivated me a lot. And I thought, what is the point? So I sit in class daydreaming, thinking about, being a superhero, being like the Hulk or Spider-Man or something else, because I used to read these comics because my parents never used to let me out much, because in those days, like I say, if we go out as teenagers, we used to always get chased on our estate by, skinheads or mods or whoever from different estates. So we used to stay in a lot. So I used to just read comics or watch TV, which was pretty boring. And family life in those days was really, really sort of difficult. Okay, I'm going to get back to the minutes. I've got a message. Riaz, why don't you just communicate with the folks watching, listening to you, and make it a two-way conversation, more fun? Let's ask you a question. Yeah, you can if you want to, but I've got 3 cameras here, so I'm looking at this one here. I'm trying to look at that one at the same time. I've got this one up here as well, which shows my shiny head. It's really, really shiny. But anyway, it's shiny on this one as well. And on that one. But the point is, I've been told to look straight ahead. So this is the Munadil, the radio, Munadil station things. Their iPads. So I'm looking at that. This is my own thingy. So okay. Anyway. So, yeah, I should just daydream. I couldn't bother. I did really poor in my exams, and my dad went nuts. He went nuts because he was a proud man. He came from a village with nothing. I remember going back to the village. I'll talk about it in a minute. But he was a proud man, come from nothing. And he wanted the best for us. Like as every parent wants the best for their kids. Always want the best for their kids, because, if we've got nothing, you want your kids to do better than you. Yeah, absolutely, don't you? This is a natural thing. It's a natural thing for a parent to do. They want their kids to do better than themselves. Yeah, I mean, what parent wants to be better than their children? It doesn't make sense. It's not a natural thing, is it? The fitter is natural state of a human being or parent is to watch their children do much, much better than them. So in those days, it was a lot of pressure on us to become doctors, lawyers, etc., etc., etc. So when I did this test and when I got my results from my exams, and they were really, really bad. I mean, like, I got 1A in French. The rest was like C's and really sort of D's and stuff. And I can't speak French now, though. That was a long time ago. I mean, it was easy in those days because you just had a proper French room, used to teachers. Look at your own phone. I can't, because I've got to look at this one. I mean, I'll tell you what, if I move that here, then maybe that might work. Hang on. Wait, hold on. Hang on. Okay, if I put that... Oh, flipping heck. Oh, my thumb's in the way now. Sorry about this. It's the first time I've done this, so I'm just... Okay, I'm kind of looking at my phone, looking at this phone. Is that better? I don't know, I've got no thumbs up, so I don't know. Wait. What you said? Okay. Comment cover. What's that mean? I've got this one. Okay, better. Thank you, Shahid. Absolutely, mate. All I pray for my son and daughters to be a better person than me, professionally and in all other aspects. Absolutely, Barry. I have to agree with you. I can't... How do I see all the messages on here? Do I scroll down? Okay, let me start from the beginning here. Okay, let's carry on. Oh, God. Wait a second. Oh, my God, I've got too many. Oh, where are they gone? Oh, no. Swipe to reveal. Oh, flipping heck. Okay. I tried to explain multicultural to my Polish family here in Poland and how I grew up with it. The norm to me. Excellent. Yes, absolutely, James. Wicked. It's a shiny head too, Riaz. Top. I've got a shiny head too, Riaz. Oh, yes. Yes, Andrew. Top Riaz. Each generation needs to be better in everything. Absolutely. Raouf, you're spot on, mate. Each generation must be better than the previous generation. But what I'm seeing now, we're digressing as human beings, aren't we? We're going back to how it was in the 60s and 70s. In the 80s was fantastic. Things changed massively. I'll get to that bit in a minute. So my dad went nuts. He goes, right, you're going back to college, you're doing this. So I went to college. So I was in those days, there was GCSEs. No, sorry, O-levels. Yes, O-levels and A-levels are still around. It was O-levels. So basically, I had to retake my O-levels. It was maths, English. No, I passed English. It was maths. I can't remember. It was maths and something else. It was about 3 or 4 subjects. I went to college. It's called Regent College now. It's called Wigginton Collegiate then. I never knew about Asian gangs, because our little Asian gang was just a smelly little gang, you know what I mean? We used to get battered by everybody. And all of a sudden I was thrown into this sort of environment of gangs. I mean, all those different Asian gangs with different funky hairstyles and funky clothes. And I was like, I was in awe of these gangs. You get what I mean?